Hey, what do you say? It's the Run In Podcast, a very special edition of the Run In Podcast. My name is Tommy Paradise, and it is showtime, folks, but DJ's in Mexico. So I've brought in a co-host here to take his place just for tonight. Friend of the show, Mike Lanham. What's up, brother?
What's up, buddy? I was gonna do the whole Showtime, folks, but
I
think it's trademarked. I think DJ would come after both of us. Can't be stealing his catchphrase.
I know it. I didn't do it justice. I'm sure he didn't.
Neither would I.
Either.
So I definitely can't do it, because if you're not gonna do it justice, don't even try.
So we got a very special show for you guys tonight. Me and Mike are going to talk figs. We're going to talk a little wrestling, but a little bit later on in the show, we got a watch along that we previously recorded with DJ and the Hot Take Kid, Phil Gentile. We'll get to that in just a little bit. The Run In Podcast is brought to you by Figure Collections. Make sure you check out figurecollections.com/shop. And use the code RUN10 to save 10% on those Cella Toy retros. And the new 7-inch Dynamite Kid is up there as well. We'll talk a little bit about Cella Toys a little bit later on in the show. Also, got to let you guys know, speaking of it's showtime, and hey, what do you say? 2 brand new shirts up at the Pro Wrestling Tees store, prowrestlingtees.com/Run In Pod. And if you're listening to this on Friday when it came out, there is a sale, 20% off, using the code America for 4th of July, 20% off on Pro Wrestling Tees. You get free U.S. shipping on orders over 150. You can use the code America or Canada, depending on where you are, what you want to use, how much you like America, how much you like Canada. I don't know. prowrestlingtees.com/Run In Pod. All our shirts are up there. The Celtics, Lakers, G.I. Joe, Ninja Turtles, Monday Night Raw, and now we got one that says, hey, what do you say? And it's showtime, folks. So check those out. Help out the show there. Our YouTube channel, we've got a ton of new stuff up there as well. YouTube.com/The Run In Podcast. The Major Wrestling Figure Podcast Live 8-show vlog, which Mike is featured in, is up there. See how much fun we had in Baltimore, busting Phil's balls. And making some purchases. Also, DJ's got a couple of unboxings up there that we put up this week, and I should be, by the time this drops, I should be all caught up with the episodes, getting the episodes up there. I'm going to put this one up there too, because the watch along, we did the video on the screen as well, so you guys can watch what we're watching as you're listening to this, or as you're watching it. You'll hear the audio. I did figure out how to do that. We did that for the watch along. And of course, you can follow us on social media. Twitter is at Run In Podcast. Instagram is at the Run In Pod. And you can check out our brand new website, runinpod.com. And I think that's it. So, Mike, neither one of us drinking the Vigilante Drip tonight. We'll have to pour one out for DJ, I guess. My Schweppes Raspberry Lime Seltzer. I guess we can pour one out for DJ. I don't even have a Raise Energy drink tonight. I don't know what's going on.
DJ's been pretty radio silent this week. Either he's having the best time in Mexico or the worst time in Mexico.
He might have gotten kidnapped. We haven't heard from him.
Hopefully he's soaking up the rays. He's maybe got some good weather, because I don't know about where you're at. It's hot as blazes here this week. So
yeah, it's been hot AF here, and it rained tonight, and so it's supposed to cool down now that it rained.
Same. Yeah.
So
and I think it's supposed to be pretty nice for 4th of July here. It's I think 70s or 80s, and we've been dealing with 90s, high 90s all week. So
yeah, us too.
Bring on that day of rain to cool things down.
And we get the I don't know about you guys down there.
Oh yeah,
the humidity,
100% humidity all the time. So it's always feels worse, and
it's awful,
sticky and muggy, and it's awful.
It's the worst, the absolute worst. All right, guys, we're going to kick things off right now we're going to get right to it. In the Ring. In the Ring is brought to you by our buddy Buy Sell Trade Toys. He was supposed to send me over a giveaway, and he didn't. So we'll have to wait till next week. We did one last week of Keith Lee, and I didn't pick a winner, so we're recording a day early. Yeah, he never sent me a new giveaway. So I will we'll pick a winner for the Keith Lee Elite next week, and then and we'll announce the giveaway that we were supposed to do here this week. Next week we'll do all that. So no giveaway this week. We'll do it next week. But it is brought to you by Buy Sell Trade Toys on Instagram and Twitter. Use the code RUN10 to save 10% at checkout. We're gonna hit you now with our watch along with we're doing Family Feud 1993. A bunch of the WWF superstars were on Family Feud. And me, DJ, and the Hot Take Kid Phil Gentile. We sit down and we watch 2 episodes featuring the WWF superstars. And man, some of the answers they give are awful. Let's take that in now. All right, guys. Special watch along here. We are going to watch WWF superstars on Family Feud from back in 1993. Woo. We got a special guest here to do this little watch along with us. We got the Hot Take Kid from the Fig Cave, Phil Gentile. What's up, brother?
What's up, guys? Thanks for having me on, man. I'm excited. I'm a huge Family Feud fan. I'm excited to do this, drink some beers, and talk about 1993 WWF wrestlers trying to answer questions.
Exactly. And try not to throw the mic across the studio or something.
Yeah.
Live that kayfabe.
The plan right now is for us to watch one of these clips. They're like each 20 minutes long. We'll see how it goes after the first one, like where we leave off. Shout out to Zach Egolf, who is already in bed when we were recording this. So he wasn't able to jump on, but he sent us this, and this was his idea to do. So we got to give him some credit. So let's start it up here. If you guys want to do the watch along portion, all you got to type into YouTube is 1993 WWF Family Feud #1. And we are going to start it up right now. If you're watching along on our YouTube, you'll be able to see everything on the screen there. But here we go. You guys ready?
I'm ready.
Do it.
All right. We're going to count it down. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. You guys can hear everything okay, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Who is this old fuck?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's not Ray Coombs.
Richard Dawson, probably. Right?
And the mercenaries of the
Oh, man. These are great
Look
teams.
at Sean.
Macho Man.
Macho Man.
Randy Savage.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Slick.
Reverend
The
Slick.
Reverend Slick. Love it. Crush.
Yep.
Tatanka.
And the Big Boss Man.
And of course,
And they bought the fig out.
that's the Hasbro #2. The Mercenaries of Evil, the bad guys. Oh man, Papa Shango.
I can't wait till he answers the question.
Shawn Michaels, Repo, IRS. What a lineup. Yeah, baby. Jimmy Hart. Look at that pose.
Here's the ringmaster of the battle, Ray Good and Bad Combs.
Ray Combs, R.I.P.
Wow.
Thank you so very much. Hello to the forces of evil. Hello to the good forces. And welcome.
Look at this 1993 set. I love it.
That's the
I
Macho
love
Man Ultimate Edition outfit, right?
Is it?
I think so.
I gotta see him again.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
Oh, I think so.
Because right now on our show today, we have 2 of the greatest teams ever to battle it out. 5 representing the forces of good, 5 representing the forces of evil. For the chance to win up to $20,000 for their favorite charities. Welcome, our 5 good men, headed by Macho.
I think that's definitely the coat, but I think oh no, maybe not. I was gonna say maybe
It's close.
that is close. That is it, I think, actually.
Yeah.
Wow. What if
Don't you have yours
what if
right
Mattel
behind
got
you?
it from this?
They just base all their figures off of Family Feud episodes.
True Wrestling Federation is putting a headlock on Hunger. Yeah, the Somalian relief effort, and we're doing the thing with the Red Cross.
Nice. I remember the headlock on Hunger like banner being in the old Monday Night Raw
Yeah.
all the time.
By Vince McMahon. Absolutely a great charity. Perhaps $5,000 that we put into the bank of our good guys. $5,000 the least you could play for if you have what it takes to take down our 5 bad boys. Ladies and gentlemen, headed by...
He's got the Intercontinental and the World Tag Team titles up there.
That baby blue Intercontinental title is so nice.
Yeah,
Love
that's
it.
pretty nice.
their Intercontinental heavyweight.
That's the heavyweight championship. You notice there's no belts on that side now, are there?
Oh, disrespecting me.
Heavyweight here, Macho Munchkin.
Let me just get this straight. Keep weight out of this, Macho. I missed it by 30 pounds from 147. All right, Sean. You've got a great charity, but you got 5 bad boys who want to make a better image. What's the charity you've selected to play for?
We are playing for the Boulder Dam Area Council Boy Scouts of America out of Las Vegas, which, incidentally, is where WrestleMania 9 is going to be held.
It's kind of weird that the bad guys are playing for charity.
Boy Scouts, come on, we can think about better. There's no one else we can help that would need money than the Boy Scouts.
In Las Vegas.
Into your bank, the least you could play for if your team wins. But we want to find out the most you could play for.
And you know damn well both of these charities got the money.
All right, Macho and HBK facing off in Bullseye. I don't remember what Bullseye's was.
I don't either.
This first question is worth $1,000, and we ask 100 people. Do you have the quickest hand? And the number one answer?
You got the quickest nail.
Yeah.
No question. Name something kids suffer from at summer camp. Randy.
Measles.
Is measles.
The measles.
Measles? How the fuck
poison
year is this,
ivy?
Macho Man?
Something kids suffer
Poison
from at
ivy.
summer camp.
Homesickness.
Is homesickness number one?
Good call.
Oh, that is a good call.
Yep.
That's what I was thinking.
Here come 2 more players. I need you right now. Jimmy Mount.
This guy committed suicide, by the way. Not to bring
Ray
this shit up.
Coombs?
Yeah, hung
Yeah,
himself.
he did.
Yeah.
All right.
I knew he died, but I didn't know it was
On
suicide.
his side.
Yeah.
Here we go. Name something associated with Judy Garland. You have control.
Singing.
All right, you sound so big.
Wizard
and then
of
you
Oz,
said
bro, come on.
singing. Let me see.
That's what I was going to say, Wizard of Oz.
Jimmy, listen to me carefully.
Wizard of Oz, baby.
Something associated with Judy Garland. 2 grand.
Dorothy.
Oh, great. It's the movie she was in with the yellow brick road. What was that called? It was called,
Shut up, really?
Oh, come on.
Oh, man, that was...
It was less time than your attempt at that answer.
Kayfabe.
Let me see, what was the bullseye? The Wizard of Oz.
I've
What
never
did
seen,
I just
I've never
say?
seen an episode of
The
Family
mouth
Feud where
of
they
the
do
South
this, ever.
Tongue-tied. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't remember this ever.
Have you?
There's no way he didn't know.
How come Crush is the only one that doesn't have to wear his
Yeah.
gear?
Yeah.
Name a metal.
That's probably in
used to
between
make
gimmicks here,
earrings.
right?
Iris. Gold.
I didn't hear the
Guess
question.
the IRS would know about gold. Is it the bullseye?
Ooh.
You build a bank of $9,000 for the bad boys. Here comes the big boss.
Oh, Repo Man and Big Boss Man. Uh-oh.
Good matchup.
Yeah, it is a good.
We can settle this in the feud right now. Let's try to build
There's
the bank
the
as large
stars
as
and
possible.
bars.
$4,000, the value of this question. Name someone famous who used an axe. Big boss
Oh,
man.
Bunyan.
Paul Revere.
Oh,
Oh my god, this is so
No.
kayfabe, dude.
Yeah.
that was so fake.
And then he
He,
just
like,
opened his
freaked-
shirt.
He freaked out before he even said it.
Yeah.
Let me see if Paul Revere and his axe.
Paul
has
Revere.
$4,000. Repo man.
Repo Man's gonna come in and steal this.
Yeah.
Paul Bunyan. Is it Paul Bunyan?
What a terrible gimmick Repo Man was.
Oh God.
Did we ever get a Repo
You go
Man
from being
figure?
being a badass
Yeah.
in Demolition to Repo Man.
What's yours is mine.
No face
Nice to
paint
have you on
for
the show.
I was just gonna say that.
He said, "Nope, I'm going with the glasses."
Here's the question that could add $5,000 to your bank. Name something parents send to their kids at college.
Money.
You have control, Reverend Slick.
Money.
Could money add $5,000 to the good guy?
Bam.
Boom. Got it.
Jeez.
And I'm not gonna say nothing about all the black people got to come in at the same to go against each other. The cop and the crook.
You know what's crazy is not to be morbid, but the good guys have only one guy that's still alive on their team,
Yeah. Tatanka, all right.
and the bad guys have no dead guys on their side.
Wow.
That was a
Slick's gone.
No. I think he's alive.
Is he?
The first team
I haven't heard of him passing away.
and go on to play fast money for the
Crush,
charity.
Macho Man, and Boss Man are all gone.
They're
So yeah,
gone.
all right. Yeah.
Look, it's still with us.
All right.
$1,000 built into their bank.
So there's a few people that still on this episode of Family
Try to
Feud.
give me one of the most popular answers of the six.
This is the Family Feud I know and
Right.
love.
What
This
was
is
the
better.
last thing you bought that you couldn't afford? Sean, is house on our survey?
That's gotta be.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, two
Car.
answers, Macho.
Yeah.
Control. What's the last thing you
I'll
bought
have to
that you
see some
couldn't afford?
weight.
Two answers give you control.
Steroids, cocaine,
Probably see Elizabeth.
tits for Elizabeth,
Bam.
automobile.
Oh, Sean looked like he's about to throw a sweet chin in it. He didn't like that.
What's the last
The
thing
four
you
is
bought
eyes for
that you
wonky.
couldn't afford? 100.
So smart. Medical insurance.
That's good for wrestlers.
Yeah,
Yeah, none of them have.
I think a little personal feelings came out there.
Vincent.
That's a weird answer.
Some
Yeah.
type of jewelry.
The last thing
Some
you bought
type
that
of
you
jewelry.
couldn't afford,
Jewelry,
I'm going
bruh.
with Jewelry.
Bruh.
Yes.
There you
4
go.
points in the bank.
Oh yeah.
Big Boss Man.
I knew
Speaking
that's
of Crush,
WrestleMania 8. Good luck to you. Great charity. What is the last thing you bought you couldn't afford?
Some people clothes.
Let me see. Clothing.
Boss Man is not.
Bing.
Oh
Bam.
wow.
Jordans.
I would have never put clothes.
Yeah.
I would have said Jordans would have came up with clothes.
3 seconds. Take a guess.
Groceries.
Is it groceries? Did that make the survey? To my bad boys. Jimmy,
Wasn't that bad of an
steal
answer,
over
though.
there. You could steal this
Supposed to
thing.
huddle up.
Macho
You guys are
Man
supposed
does
to huddle
not
up
know.
and try
That's
to
right.
find the answer. You know.
That you couldn't afford.
Possibly, maybe a vacation.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
Oh,
Good answer, Mach.
Bang. Okay, they still got one more though.
The hell do you think number 4 is?
I don't know. A pet?
Last thing you bought that you couldn't afford, you got 3 seconds. So they're going for
Don't say medical insurance, you dumbass.
Oh, he struck out.
That was
Struck
all
out
he-
looking.
That was all he had.
Toys.
Toys.
Television.
TV. TV.
Yeah,
You tell Sean what you want him to say.
Grail.
I think TV is going to be the.
A Grail action figure.
TV.
Yeah, TV is going to be the answer. 1993. Oh,
Oh,
that was way
Those
off.
big old TVs in '93 were pretty
cowboy
expensive.
hat.
What is it?
Camera. Yeah, I had the same face Sean had on.
Like
Damn.
you can get disposable cameras in '93. What
Right?
are we talking about here?
I was gonna say boat.
We're back.
All right, we're back.
We're back.
I remember like faking to be sick and watching some Family Feud.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
hilarious.
Oh,
Honestly,
yeah.
I probably knew this was on, and I probably was like, "Mom, I don't feel good."
Top 5 answers are on the board. Who will take control? We ask 100 people. What do you do when you want to blow off steam?
Jerk off.
Exercise.
Is exercise
You damn near
up
said
there?
that.
Exercise, play sports, play with yourself. Yep.
What do you do when you want to blow off steam?
Cocaine, baby.
Jog.
That's exercise, dumbass.
Matt. That is the same as exercise. You haven't seen the way Jimmy does it. 3 seconds. Take shadow box. Shadow box.
That's exercise.
Yeah.
Think of the steal.
Jimmy Hart.
Taking
Come on,
a bump.
come on, Jimmy.
Them get the chance to try to steal. Crush. What do you do when you want to blow
Bruh.
off steam?
Yell.
That would work. Didn't make our survey. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not too bad. Yeah, there you go. I'm
Yeah, that's a good
actually
answer.
not- yeah, I'm like, that wasn't too bad.
Behind the good guy. Big Boss Man, what would 100 average Americans say?
Spend money.
When you want to blow off steam, spend dough.
That's a good answer, though. I love spending money when I'm angry.
All the time. Reverend Slick.
Read.
One strike.
I don't know, Rev.
Slick hasn't had a good answer yet. This is before WrestleMania 8. This is before WrestleMania 8.
Once again, they could
Or
steal your bank.
whichever
Macho
one
Man,
was
what
the
do you do
Vegas.
when you want
Oh, that's
That was 9.
So yeah,
Some of these guys are still there. Papa Shango's still there.
Hunger,
Yeah, 9.
Something.
You throw
I don't think he wrestled though. Boss Man didn't wrestle.
No.
Shawn Michaels and Tatanka wrestled.
right,
Money Inc., IRS, and $1 Million Man fought Hogan and Beefcake.
right.
I don't think Papa Shango wrestled though.
None of these other guys, no.
Talking to you.
Go to a sporting event.
Okay.
I think
Macho Man was an
You
announcer.
tell Sean what you want
Yeah.
him to say for the steal. Tell him what's up there.
Who did Taker go
Yeah,
against
three
at 9?
answers, they're not
The
screaming.
Giant Gonzalez, right?
Yeah.
Was Papa Shango somewhere? Did he like do any kind of a run-in or?
Nothing.
I don't think so.
Last thing I remember
Is
about
it?
Papa Shango was
Hit
the Ultimate
something.
Warrior stuff.
Yeah,
Right.
that was the year before.
Yeah.
Or it made him puke on the, and that
Had
freaked
that
me out.
Black ooze coming out of his face.
Yeah,
Take a walk.
I like Sean's faces, man.
Well, you better believe it, brother, because it didn't make. Number 4.
Cannot believe it.
Clean the house.
Number 5.
Swear.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that should have been someone. We not think of that.
With a triple value question right now.
Crush.
The IRS. Let me point out, good guys, if you take this question all the
2
way
members
down
of Demolition on this show under new characters.
Exactly.
Crush and Repo Man.
IRS's side.
And
Good luck. You needed to
Bray
stay
Wyatt's
alive.
pops.
Top 6 answers
That's
are
right.
on the board. Name any kind of station.
Police.
Television station.
Is television station there?
Wow.
You can name
Not a
any
6?
kind of station.
Yeah.
Fire station.
That's number 2. I bet police. Oh, wow. Number 5.
Good guys, you can win this game. Big Boss Man.
Train station.
Train station.
Train station.
Train.
Wow.
Bam.
Come on, Reverend Slick. Bus station. Let me see bus station.
Bus station. That's where my mama met my daddy.
All right, Slick got a good answer.
Come on,
Yeah.
radio station.
Radio station.
Radio station.
There we go. They're cleaning up.
How is nobody said police yet?
Police station. Police.
Yeah.
Thank you,
that's
Tatanka.
good. Okay.
How did Big Boss Man not say police station? Or did they not go to him yet?
That's hilarious.
Great relief for Somalia, if you know, number 4.
Baby, gas
It's
station.
number 2.
There
It's
we
number
go.
2 for the
I love how excited people are.
station.
Bam! Good guys
And
win.
the good guys win. Repo is dejected.
They get to go back in the back and drink some beers, probably. Screw this.
I think they should have had some action on here. I think they should have jumped them right.
Should have
after
went
they
at
lost.
it.
Yeah.
Turn us into an angle.
Yes.
Coming right back to play for $10,000. I'll be in control right after this.
They cheated Jimmy Hart out of his answers.
Go away.
I love that, like, whenever they did stuff like this, like when they were on Kathy Lee and Regis and doing stuff like this, they always had to be in gimmick. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
Except Crush for some reason.
Yeah, Crush was like, bruh.
They chose Tatanka and Bossman for this?
Gary,
Come on, bro.
Good luck. We asked 100 women. The first
Why
question.
not Slick?
Name something you use that comes in a push-button can.
Toothpaste.
Something annoying that people do in elevators. A
Fart.
country where people have long last names.
Poland.
Africa.
A vegetable that's usually cooked.
Broccoli.
He doesn't cook vegetables.
I asked 100 women. Something that's used in a push-button
Oh, this is great.
can.
This is the best part of the show, right? So far.
Toothpaste in a push-button.
What's wrong with toothpaste?
What is a push button can? Like an aerosol can? Wow.
Hairspray?
That's the shutout.
That people do in elevators, you said. Sing. I've been in those elevators. Survey set. 22.
Oh, all right.
I'm back on your side.
A country where people have long last names, you chose Africa. What did the survey say?
Say country? What's that? Continent.
I'm about to say it's a continent.
How you did the next 2? A vegetable that's usually cooked. You didn't get to it, and you got no points. Did you do any better with the question I didn't ask you? Something people eat with lunch. You got 0. We're going to leave some work for your partner.
Terrible.
Oh, geez. He's got to get all number 1 answers.
Oh, man.
Well, boss man can do it.
We got some work to do. For
I
you can do
read
it.
slow,
You
but
look
I can
straight
do
ahead.
this.
You're live, pal.
On that clock, I want you to bring it home for that great charity. We ask 100 women the first question. Name something you use that comes in a push-button can.
Oh, women would definitely
Something
say
annoying that
hairspray.
people do in elevators.
Pass.
A country where people have long last names.
Russia.
A vegetable that's usually cooked.
Squash.
Something people drink with lunch.
Coke.
I'm going, which was the question for the repeat? Which one? Annoying that people do in elevators. Said talk. He said talk. Thank you for your help. Let's see if you
That might actually have some points.
Yeah.
I pulled it out here. You
I hate when
tried.
people talk to me.
Something you use that comes in a push-button can. You said
Lotion.
push-button can. What did the survey say?
Nothing.
Weird question.
Hairspray.
That is a weird question.
Hairspray.
Something annoying that people do on elevators. Did you do any better with talk?
I think that's a good
Survey
answer.
said
40.
Nothing.
What?
was number one, and it was not given. A country where people have long last names.
This is a good
You
answer.
chose a great one with Russia. Survey
Boy.
chose
Poland's got to be like the number one, right?
Yeah.
Poland would have been number one.
Oh, they just said that.
How'd you do?
Yep.
It was interesting. A vegetable that's usually cooked. You said
Nobody said fucking squash.
Survey
No.
said
Well, no, you
5.
don't eat squash raw. You can eat broccoli raw. You know,
one. It's definitely
Yeah.
$5 a
And
point.
squash
for
doesn't
the
cook.
squash is terrible, by the way. I fucking hate. My
It
wife
doesn't
eats squash all the time. It's terrible. It's mush.
Survey
This is-
said
Yeah.
31.
I'm gonna say Coke's a good answer.
He
What do
has
they
to
have to
get
get?
it. If
They have
Tatanka
100?
did anything, I think it's 200. If
All
Tatanka
right.
did anything,
Yeah.
Boss Man actually didn't do that bad. It was,
Oh.
Tatanka missed 2 questions.
You guys want to watch
One more?
one more?
Sure. Is it different people or the same people?
I'm not sure. We just watched 1993 WWF Family Feud number 1. There's a number 2 as well. So let's jump into.
A Mark Goodson production.
There we go. It'll go right to it.
Wow.
And I saw Macho in a
Number
different
2.
outfit.
We just gotta skip this ad here in just a second.
Oh,
skip
edit
ads.
this out.
He's
There
free
we
to-
go. Yeah, we'll do this one and then we'll call it a night. How's that?
All right.
Is it the same teams? Look at this Rodney Dangerfield ripoff.
I think that's probably what they were going for. And they couldn't get Rodney to do the gig.
That's got to be like the announcer from Family Guy. Family Feud, though. Oh, it is the same team.
It's the same teams.
teams again. Different
And
outfits.
Macho Man legitimately changed.
Macho Man's the only one who changed his outfit.
Yeah, he's like, "Ooh, hold
Well,
on, brother."
because they tape these things like 4 in a row, right?
Yeah, right. Even Slick's wearing the same suit.
They might make an elite of this. I want to change my outfit.
Yeah.
Lanny's gonna make a killing off of me when I'm dead. Yeah, this is the same intro too. Like they just recorded this. It's
Right.
all the same footage.
It's the same footage.
Shango.
Repo Man. When I was a kid, I loved Repo Man, but looking back at it, I'm like, man, he fucking sucks.
What's yours is mine. And
You
what's
probably
mine
hated
is mine.
Combs. I keep calling him like Coombs. Whatever the fuck that means.
You never must know what his name was. That's weird.
No, never.
Oh, by the way, if you want to watch old episodes of Family Feud, go to Pluto. I don't know if you guys have talked about it on the show.
Yeah, Pluto app. I love that.
Oh, yeah.
Episodes of everything.
There's a whole game show channel on there.
There's a game show channel. Yep.
Chance to win up to $20,000 for their favorite charity. Put your hands together.
This isn't a bad idea for a watch along actually either.
No.
Oh, you can make fun of how many chair shots these guys have been taking to the head, and now they're trying to answer survey questions.
Very familiar with their strengths, but there's a great charity you'd like to give maybe $20,000 to.
Dick.
Oh, you guys got to kid me.
We were happening. and
Somebody trying to come in your house?
about the headlock
No,
on
it's-
Hunger.
I'm gonna close this door.
With the red cross. It's the Somalian relief effort, and we are going to beat those guys.
Yeah.
By Vince McMahon of the WWF, a great charity, at least $5,000
banging over there.
into the bank of the forces of good. The least you could play for. If you could
Better
play
the
with
DJ had somebody
that,
driving by earlier with beeping a horn at him.
It's like, there's the rafters.
Hey.
You know, I think all of our viewers equally know your teammates representing the forces, or some would call them bad guys.
I
who
kind
are
of
here
want
to
that
play
blue
for
Intercontinental title now.
Yeah.
Forbidden Figures has 4-year figures. It's $30 for one, or you can get all 5 of the different colors. It's like gold, white, blue, yellow,
Right.
and black with the red logo, the red WWF logo, for $100.
Wow.
I mean, it's a lot of money on belts, but they're worth it. I've talked about them on the pod before.
Yep.
Right.
But
There's
this bullseye
Bullseye.
bullshit again.
I know.
I don't like the bullseye.
I'm still like in awe over the fact that Macho Man completely changed and none of these other guys did.
It's crazy.
And how much taller Shawn Michaels is of Macho Man.
that might slip under the cushions on the couch.
Pocket change.
Is money. The
Bang.
bullseye.
Sean's pretty serious.
Yeah.
It's like, we're winning this damn game.
You're not happy, but maybe your friend can make up for it. Here comes Jimmy. Mouth of the South. Hi. Trying to add 2,000 more dollars.
Jimmy's got a different jacket on.
Make children do at least once a week. You have the chance.
Shower.
Study. Is study the $2,000 bullseye?
No, I
Chair
don't.
shots.
Jimmy, 100 people. Something that parents make children do at least once.
Take the trash out.
In your room.
Okay, I say take out the garbage trash.
Is take out
Yeah, baby.
worth $2,000.
Oh!
Was the bullseye.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a good one.
Here we go.
Clean the room.
Face-off.
I should have known.
IRS is clutch. This question could add $3,000 as you build your bank. Your favorite charities. Name something. Listen carefully now. Name something besides carriages that babies are carried in.
Remember, this is 93.
Nice talking to you. Do you add $3,000 with Papoose as our most popular answer?
Papoose.
Papoose.
Backpack.
That's it.
Imagine picturing him carrying Bray Wyatt and
Bray
a
Wyatt.
Papoose.
Or
Bo Dallas.
Or Bo Dallas.
You can make up for it with a $4,000 answer, gentlemen. Any feuding will be settled with words and in the quickest hands. I am the ringmaster here. Good luck. We ask 100 people this $4,000.
Boss Man's got sunglasses on because
Tell
he's
me
drunk.
something that you learn from sports that will help you throughout your life.
Teamwork.
Is courage number one?
I'd fucking kill at this
Tell me
game.
something that you learn from sports that will help
I
you
think we ought to try to.
Sportsmanship, and it better be here. I'm gonna. I can't. Well, let me see sportsmanship for $4,000.
No.
What could it be?
Teamwork.
Competitiveness. What's number one?
Cooperation.
Cooperation, which is the same thing. There's-
Here we go.
The judge would have given that to you.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Against Reverend Slick, the forces of good and
Oh,
evil.
look, he's about to
And I
pimp
just
slap
want
him.
to
What's
say
up?
that either team can make
These
up for that
these two
$4,000
definitely
question by
got high
getting
together a lot.
$5,000 question.
They're high right
We
now.
ask 100
Look at 'em.
people to name a place where you see an antenna. You have control of Papa
Car.
Jungle. A car. Is car. The $5,000 bullseye.
What?
You'll double your bank if you name a place where you see an antenna.
TV.
TV station.
Is TV the bullseye?
Oh.
TV
What
station,
is it?
What was the bullseye?
Oh.
Right now, we still got two great bets.
I don't like that answer.
Well, Slick said a TV station. That's on the rooftop of the TV station.
Right.
I'm really intrigued by what year this is because Slick is there in 93.
He
And
managed
Reverend
Kamala.
Slick.
Name a place
Kamala?
where
I thought it
you
was Harvey
might hide
Whippleman.
money and forget all about it.
Well, Reverend Slick, I think, was a babyface manager.
Dresser drawer.
Yeah.
Dresser
Yeah.
drawer. Could
Oh, he
give you
did. Oh,
control.
he did do Kamala. Yeah.
It is
I don't know if he did them, but he managed them.
Guys, you think of a steal, Macho Man?
When he
Don't
turned
give up.
face.
Think of a steal. Don't let them taunt you.
I'm not going to be able to get that image out of my head now.
Phil just sold me. After hanging out with me for a week, Phil's like, fuck him.
I didn't hear what you said. I was looking up something.
You said he did. He did do Kamala, and I said no. He just managed them.
Nice.
Let me see the mattress.
I didn't even hear what the question was.
Where do you keep your gun?
You have the most to win, $9,000 bank. And
Where do you keep your
I hope I
gun?
didn't upset you, Mr. IRS, when I had you up there. I didn't mean to show favoritism. You have half of the wrestling tag team belt right here, World Championship. And the other half, the partner?
Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man.
That's right.
All right.
A place where you
Who should be in Repo Man's place.
get all about.
In a sock.
Show me a sock.
So it must be where you put your money.
There's a little chance for a steal. Repo Man, anybody that knows about money and where you might forget about it, you would know. Repo. In
Pocket.
Pocket of a
Show
coat.
me the pocket of a coat. There's the repo.
Oh, I love when that happens. When you're like in the winter, you have like a 20 in your coat, and you put your coat away for the winter, and then you.
Great, yeah.
It very rarely happens to me, but
I might start doing that. I might just start leaving money.
yeah.
Just leaving money in random places.
That bank could be
Leave it under a fig box.
Shoe. Is it shoe to keep you alive?
Nah.
He just couldn't come up with an answer. He's just like, I don't know.
But it can be stolen. You help Macho Man with an answer. Name a place where you might hide money.
In a book cover.
Forget all about a book.
In your car.
In your car, in a book.
In your savings.
In your savings.
You're saying.
Nothing. You can go with the Macho
Tatanka's got
Man.
nothing.
He's got. I think Tatanka's done.
Hide money and
Tatanka's
forget all
done.
about
Like he should have worked
If
on
you
it.
ever, if you ever get his autograph, just tell me you're
You got
greater than
your
Rick.
choice,
You
3
suck
seconds.
on Family Feud.
it. Wallet. In the mad secret
Oh, in your
compartment
wallet.
of your wallet on his own.
And it
Wow.
worked. He went on his own and it worked. Sean is so pissed off.
One
You're
is.
the bad guy.
I'm gonna tell Vince to fire his
Two
ass.
answers.
I'm gonna give it the click and
Been on your way to this bank. People forget they put money
in a book, which Rev said.
The Reverend's placed many $1 in the book. And let me see.
He said the cover of a book. The freezer.
I've
Who
never
the fuck
put money.
puts money
Yeah,
in the freezer?
never. I've never done it.
The fast money, all right.
I don't know about that, Ray Combs. R.I.P.
Top 5 answers are on the board. We ask 100
The newlywed
people
game.
this question.
Hmm.
Name the section of the newspaper in which you'd be shocked to see your name.
Obituary.
100 people, Tatanka.
Obituary.
That's got to be number one.
Really shocked you. Number one.
Like, what the hell am I doing in there?
Over there. What do you think, Josh? The section of the newspaper in which you'd be shocked to see your name.
Classifieds.
Now, let me just say something here. Slow down for a second. I'm going to tell you something. Repo Man screamed out in the sports section. I'm going to say to all people, don't scream out answers because you're not allowed to say it on your team because he said it. You may say it, and it may be there. So, what do you say, Crush?
For the average person, I'm going to use that answer, bro. For the average person, sports section.
If it's there, the laugh is on you, Repo. Let me see the sports section.
Oh,
Wow.
Repo Man gave them an answer.
You live by the rules. Hey,
It's
Papa
different.
Shango,
Different today's
why don't you scream some out too,
version with
Repo
Steve Harvey,
there?
where every
I mean,
question
Bob,
is like
all right, what do you say,
borderline
Big Bob? And
sexual.
the section of the news.
Is it?
Yeah.
it's just
Actually, I
like,
haven't watched in a long time.
Funny paper.
It's pretty
Let
fun. I
me
mean,
see
he's
the
Yeah.
funny papers.
Yeah, Steve is funny.
Hey, what does that mean? What does that mean?
What that strike means that it was a good answer, but it just didn't make our survey.
Oh.
Reverend Slick, nice to have you here. What do you think?
In the section where they list the crimes committed.
Okay. Why did you suddenly sound like Larry Holmes all of a sudden? Where the crimes
He
are
had that
committed.
lisp.
Police news.
And hey, Slick's on a roll now.
You could steal it. What do you think? What section of the newspaper would you be shocked to see your name in? 100 average people.
Mhm.
Average people. I don't know any average people.
3 seconds, take a guess.
First page, the front page, the headlines. Yeah.
Let me see the front page.
Macho. Always in fucking character.
Yeah.
Always.
If you can tell me.
I'd love to hear an interview. He never did an interview of not a character, did he?
Right.
See your name.
Insane. Like when he just went home and shit. Like what he.
Wedding section.
Is it the wedding section?
The fuck is the Tatanka? What paper have you ever read where there's like a wedding section?
Chair shots.
Lost and found.
Lost and found.
Yeah, he's like, I'm just gonna come over here now because
Stand a chance in hell with the lost and found. Okay, answer, Papa Chunga.
Living section.
The living section.
One head.
Yeah,
Newspaper.
classifieds.
The birds. Sean, you can go with them or on your own. This is a big, big steal. What section would you be shocked to see your name in? What do you say? 3 seconds, champ? Is it? On his own.
that's gonna happen.
Classified.
Oh, man.
Sean's about to super kick somebody, I swear.
Yeah.
He's like, bring me the guy who flips the things over.
Society
Comics,
section.
the
What was
comics.
number 5?
The
Society.
fuck is the society page?
That's like on the Sunday paper,
Some
and
90s shit.
yeah, it definitely is. to answer your question.
Good guys, you can win this game and
It's-
play
it's
for your
now called
favorite charity.
Facebook.
If you take the question
Yeah.
all the way out, you need to take the bank. They're live. The top 5 answers are on the board. 100 people answered. Tell me something that people do if they stub their toe.
Swear.
Crush.
Put on a band-aid.
Is Band-Aid there?
Oh my god.
No.
Swear.
Swear.
If they stub their toe.
Curse.
Stay out. Is out there. You have control. Think of a steal that could win you the
I
game.
still think swear is number
Win
one.
you the game.
Bleed.
Keep you alive. People stub their toe. They do.
They jump up and down.
Repo says they do the bunny hop. There it is.
Okay.
Enough to win. Papa Shallow.
My favorite thing, bleed.
Yeah, brother.
I like him as I just like the pimp better.
Didn't make the survey.
Damn. I guess I wouldn't be
Sorry,
good at
Papa.
this.
Sean, they can steal the game.
They cry.
People might cry when they stub their toe.
Wow, I'm surprised it's not higher up.
That they will cry
Yeah.
if you steal. Jimmy,
I got 2 more.
you swear there.
That's 1.
Number 1.
Bam.
Wouldn't that be the same as yelling, though?
No. You didn't say what you're yelling.
Number 4.
True.
They go to the doctor.
Is doctor there?
No. People don't go to the damn doctor after they stub a toe.
People do if they stub their toe. 100 people.
They put ice on it.
Kick
Is
something. Kick something.
another
That
face-off
might
with
be.
Kick the dog.
This game can be over. You can play for headlock on 100.
I guess
You don't
crawl?
need to-
They soak their feet.
Soak their foot, stub their toe. Soak their foot.
Medical shirts.
Medicine before you answer my
Yeah.
question. Go on
Instead
your
of
own
their-
and win. You can count me
They had
something.
medical
People
shirts.
I would
do
say
if they
crawl.
stub their toe. 100
I hate, dude. I stub my toe about every other day.
Yeah, same here.
Soak their toe.
In medicine for the game. Show it to me.
Oh, the bad guys win it.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be rigged that the good guys win every time.
Yeah.
Number 4. Could it be bandage?
Grab it, rub it.
Rub it, baby.
Yeah,
I mean, I can name a few activities and
Yeah.
start with that.
You don't want to miss. All players, listen carefully. Either team can win. I will move like lightning to get to this fast money. I'm going to try to read the question only once. Top 4 answers are there. Name something that improves with age. Wine
Number 1.
is fine. It's
69%, baby. Nice.
That means these next few are going to be hard then.
And ball players.
What did you say? Basketball players?
Women.
Women people, I apologize. Who am I? What do you say? Improves with age. Jewelry.
No.
What do you say?
Chair shots.
Come on, think of the steal. Come on. Proves with age, 3 seconds. 1, 2.
Tonka.
No, does not improve with age.
I'm going to say Tatanka is not very good at this.
You're going to win. Come on, Papa Shunga. Improves with age.
Whiskey.
Whiskey. Cheese. Cheese.
Cheese. I go with the cheese.
45 whiskey, cheese, Sean. Can you steal the game?
Whiskey.
Cheese.
One of the 2. Is it? For the steal.
Ah, he did not want to say that.
It's there. Cheese.
Nice.
It's age with cheese. Yep.
What's the last one? Or the last 2?
See, it might still be whiskey.
If you said number 4, what do you think?
Sex.
All
You
right.
do get better as you get older. That is true.
Right now for $9,000.
Scandalous.
And now look, Sean is like, I'm doing. We're not
Oh, the bad guys are going to do the fast
Yeah.
round here.
right. So IRS and Sean.
Las Vegas with 15 seconds on the clock. The IRS man, he asked 100 people these questions. Tell me a specific kind of appetizer served at fancy restaurants.
Shrimp.
How often you play cards?
Once a week.
Something people put on a steak sandwich.
Mushroom.
A gift everyone dreams of receiving.
Money.
Car.
Something that Texas is famous for.
COVID.
Steak.
Football.
Steak.
He said steers. Turn around
Okay.
here.
That-
Appetizer that is served in fancy
terrible, not
restaurants.
terrible.
Tell me.
That should give you something.
You said shrimp survey.
That's probably a pretty good answer. Yeah.
Wow.
Caviar.
Off the bat.
You like once a week survey?
That's
That
probably a
should be
good answer too.
25.
Oh man.
Sandwich you like to put? Mushrooms. What the survey like? You're up there. Everyone dreams of
A1
it.
Cheese is probably the
kinda-
best.
Yeah.
You said car survey said. Bingo!
Damn.
Texas is
Killing it,
famous
Rotundo.
for. You said steers. The survey said. Yep, there
Okay.
was eight. Back with your teammates. Here comes Shawn Michaels to bring it home.
Nice football.
71 from 9,000.
So I think he needs like 70 something.
40 seconds on the clock. You're asked 100
The girl's
people
screaming.
Big questions, quietly, please. Tell me a specific kind of appetizer served at fancy restaurants.
Escargot.
How often you play cards?
Once a month.
Something people put on a steak sandwich.
A1.
A1.
A gift everyone dreams of receiving.
Car.
Try again.
Jewelry.
Something that Texas is famous for.
Bowls.
Turn around. Try again. Try again. Try again. Try again. Both units
Oil.
have been given.
Cowboys.
Turn around. Let's see what you did.
Like you are from Texas.
I was just going to say that.
You said escargot, survey said. 17. Shrimp, number one. $9,000 coming close. How often do you play cards? You said the survey said once a month. It said 29.
Oh, nice answer.
One answer, once a month. You put on a steak sandwich? What did the survey
Sandwich?
say?
Wow.
Man, told y'all. Sean.
Yeah, Sean with the Sean's the brains of all of these guys. I think he got the most right out of everybody.
But and IRS.
What is Jimmy Hart holding there?
That's the home game.
The home game.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
I've had that home game at my house, and it has like the little slats to pull over.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's kind of cool. I never knew that even existed. I might have to go look for that. I
Oh,
wonder if there's a new version with Steve
many
Harvey.
of arguments at my house.
You seriously need to watch the Steve Harvey episodes. They're actually really fun. I mean, the way he like interacts with the people, it's really
Yeah,
fun.
he'll tell you have a stupid answer to your
I'm gonna
face.
have to take a look. Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch that now.
There's probably some YouTube clips of just like the worst answers. People
Yes.
make. He just stares off. You know, all those memes that people post. He just stares off into like.
I mean,
space.
my favorite answer is they like states to start with the word new. And this dude yelled out with all confidence, Nebraska. And that was it for me. Like I just and Steve just lost it. Like he was ready to quit. Like
That's awesome. All right, guys. So DJ is actually in Mexico while this is airing, so that's why we did this this little watch along. We are thankful for Phil Gentile jumping on here, man. Thanks a lot.
Yes.
You want to
Thanks
pimp
for
out
having me.
your stuff?
Yeah, check out the Fig Cave. We do a cool group on Facebook, which these guys are part of. Do a weekly podcast. We're starting to do some fantasy football episodes, but it's mostly wrestling figures and all kinds of fun stuff. So check it out wherever you listen to this amazing podcast.
It's good stuff. DJ, I hope you're enjoying your trip.
Yeah,
I should be by this time. I should be freaking drunk. Like I will. It's at a yeah. Because it's all inclusive, so you could drink
Oh, hell
whatever
yeah.
you want.
That's
So
the
I
best,
will
man.
be drunk by the pool for the majority of this trip.
Hell yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in to the watch along All right. Thanks for checking out the watch along there. Watch along in the middle of the episode. I don't think we haven't done that yet, but figured try something new while DJ's away in Mexico. So that and bring on some other friends of the show here and spread out the love here on the Run In podcast. So thanks for Phil for jumping on. He's got a couple of new things. Mike, I know you jumped on with him to discuss the new figures this week on the Fig Cave podcast, and then he's got his fantasy football podcast that he's starting to do. Never too early to talk about fantasy football. So check out the Fig Cave podcast. All right, let's talk some wrestling news here. Mike, we talked about it last week. The writer who didn't know who Lashley was. This is what happens when you talk about your job on social media. Immediately, the next day, got fired. Gone.
What a coincidence.
Shocking, right? I think we all knew that was coming, right?
Yeah, I mean, you're a female writer. You act like you don't know the name of the champion, or you don't know the name of the champion. You say that you don't need to know any of that for the job. Like, man, if they're gonna start cutting people, let's look at I know a lot of jobs do it. Sometimes it's the newest person. So, yep. But yeah, just hell of a coincidence to talk about that, and then the next day you're on your way out. So
yeah, even if you don't there's plenty of fake it till you make it jobs. Like, I feel like my real job, I fake it all the time.
Yeah, you'd think you would have some kind of not so much like a non-disclosure agreement or something, but something where you really can't talk about that stuff outside of your job. So probably wasn't good to talk about it regardless.
I'm surprised we haven't heard more stories like that. It's kind of like the Lana thing we talked about last week, where Lana said she's going to spill the tea about Vince. But it's like, all right, well, if there was stuff to talk about, wouldn't we have heard
other people, right?
Yeah. Already? But I feel the same way kind of about this, where I'm surprised we haven't had more more writers come out saying they didn't know the deal and things like that. But maybe there is some kind of hush hush that they're supposed to keep. Yeah, I don't know how the whole thing works, but no shock.
Yeah, people don't want to be looked at when they go for their next job, and it's like, oh, you're that person. Never mind.
Right, exactly. All you got to do is do a little Google search, that chick's name, and
there's your reputation.
It'll come right up. It was announced today that Darby Allin is going to be in Jackass 4. The biggest shock to me for this is that there was a Jackass 3. I had no idea. I was a huge Jackass fan back in the day.
Well, that's it. That just means those guys are too old to be doing that stuff.
Yeah, that's right. I remember 1 and 2, but I don't remember there being a 3. I don't even know if it's the original guy. Oh, it's Jackass 3D. Now that I'm
okay, yeah. So
Googling it here.
Yeah, they all kind of just mix together because it's kind of just an extended episode of the TV show, kind of. So. Yep. Yeah, but you get most of them. I know there's a lot of controversy going around this new one because whatever happened with Bam Margera wanting to be in it, and then they cut him or told him they didn't want him in it, and it could have just been something with like a health concern or just his mindset and stuff, because he's gone through a lot of stuff. Yeah, especially after Ryan died a few years ago. So yeah, that stuff's tough. But yeah, Darby Allin just always known for being that crazy kind of guy anyway, so why not kind of have that crossover there, and it kind of gets some more eyes on the product, I guess. Not that they were going to have that problem anyways. Those movies and TV shows always did well, but at some point, enough's enough.
Right. You can only milk so much of that cow.
Sure.
Also, Bam Margera has had a rough life since Hulk Hogan thought he died.
brother, I miss you, brother.
And then this just came out. Actually, I was scrolling through this right before me and you started. WWE did their 50 greatest tag teams on the network, and the episode with the last 5 came out today.
I didn't originally see it in notes, so I was like, if he doesn't bring it up, I'm bringing it up.
Yeah. There is some questionable stuff in here. We'll just talk about the top 5 though. Number 5, the Dudley Boys. Number 4, Edge and Christian. Number 3, the Hart Foundation. Number 2, the Hardy Boys. And number 1, the New Day. Give me your thoughts on this first, man. You can talk about the whole thing or just the
I mean,
top five.
I get it when you're doing a current product on Peacock, like you're going to be a little home biased, home cooking, and the New Day will go down as like one of the greatest like trios and tag teams.
Yep.
But to me, like I could name 10 tag teams that I'm putting ahead of the New Day currently. If I'm going all time,
right,
and just WWE, WWF, because I know I haven't watched any of it yet. So I did read that they covered some WCW and NWA tag teams and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, you could probably, those other 4 in the top 5, you could probably interchange those however you want. And I don't know who you put as number 1 without upsetting people. So maybe that's why you do the New Day. But the New Day is not better than Edge and Christian. They're not better than the Dudley Boys. Like long term, maybe, but the impact on the business, I don't feel like is the same.
Yeah, and there's just so many, like, even just looking at this list, like Demolition is number 11.
Yeah, I was just shitty because they weren't in the top 10, but obviously they've had a falling out with the company over the years.
Legion of Doom was number 6. Nasty Boys. Where are the Nasty Boys?
Yeah, they were in the top. I scrolled through the list, and they put some random people that were like very short-term tag teams.
Like Kane and X-Pac.
Well, or even like Mega Powers, like Hogan and Savage, like they tagged up, but they weren't really a tag team. Like,
yeah, Nasty Boys are
not a tag team.
Nasty Boys are 41.
Yeah,
that's crazy to me.
Well, like the Smoking Guns were just like barely in the top 50, I think, and they were the champions. So a lot of those teams never even won the belts.
Yep, they were 47.
Yeah, I mean, I get they're not the greatest tag team, but for like, especially our age, like that era of the 90s and stuff, those tag teams stand out a lot more than like I think like Big Show and Jericho as a tag team. They're on the list.
Yep.
So it's just weird.
Jericho, they're number 35.
Yeah.
I think I would have put Hardy Boys number 1, Heart Foundation number 2, and I would have dropped. I think I would have been okay with a New Day at like number 3 or number 4.
Yeah.
But Legion of Doom should be in the top 5. Yeah, it's just such a weird list. Brothers of Destruction are number 9. Like they're another one. They weren't a tag team for very long. Like they just teamed up. Right. Let us know what you think out there, fam, in the social media world. Let us know what you think about the top 10 tag teams on WWE on the Peacock. On the cock.
Yeah. I mean, they had the same controversy when they did that women's list. So
yeah.
I mean,
well, yeah, and it's all subjective. And
sure, of course it is.
I said this last week. Like the thing that pisses me off about this list is that they'll say like, oh, in the beginning they say, oh, we're not this is solely based on WWE stuff, but then they'll put like, oh, Legion of Doom was NWA tag champions, WCW tag champions. Yeah. It's like on the the little graphic that pops up, and it's like, okay, well, if you're only counting WWE stuff or WWF stuff, then that stuff shouldn't be on there. I still think Legion of Doom is a good enough tag team or had a big enough impact on the business to be in the top 5, not necessarily in the top 6. I think Demolition should be in the top 10 at least. Yep. So, but the last thing we have here, a big week of injuries. I just saw on AEW, Rebel got injured. And then we had who else? I lost our little group chat here. Who else got injured this week? It was Rebel. And then what's her name got kicked in the head there? Mercedes Martinez.
Yeah.
That Mercedes Martinez one looked bad. Like I
think she was just like, you can't not like, just when Aleister Black does that same move, like you can't not hit him. So she probably was like, hit me. You're not going to hit me that hard. And she caught her flush. I mean, it was right on the jaw. So yeah. And then Rebel, like she was holding her back a lot of the match, maybe just selling the whole thing. But then she tried to break up a pin, and I guess her leg maybe got pinned or something, or landed weird because she was dragging her like body out of the ring. And yeah, they were holding her foot on the way up the ramp. So I'm assuming she maybe broke it or dislocated. I mean, anything's possible.
Ugh.
Seemed a little worse than like a road ankle or something.
Yeah. I saw the video of all I saw was the video of her like walking out of the ring slowly. And with help and stuff. So, yeah, crazy week of injuries. And I just read earlier today that Vince McMahon is actually going to be taking a trip to the Performance Center to check out the NXT talent because of all the injuries.
Scouting talent.
And he's sick. He's sick of the same old matches on Raw as well. So
I mean, you're going back on the road. You're going to have to start seeing what happens with the numbers of viewers and stuff. So, and you got a draft coming up, so you got to decide who's worth bringing up to Raw and SmackDown. Whose career you're about to ruin, maybe.
Yeah. Hopefully not Johnny Gargano's, but.
Right.
And that's it, guys. Very quick. Well, quick for us, but we did because we did the watch along. But very quick edition of In the Ring this week. Wrapping up here already. Let's talk. You ready to talk some toys, man?
Oh, always. Let's go.
Let's do it. Time to walk that aisle. Walk that toy aisle. And Walk That Toy Aisle is brought to you by. Actually, before we get to Walk That Toy Aisle, I screwed up, and we got to do this here real quick. We got to give you a little word from our sponsor, Figure Collections. You know, they say that all toy stores are created equal, but you look at Figure Collections and you look at other toy stores, and you can see that statement is not true. See, normally, if you go looking for a deal on a wrestler, you got a 50-50 chance of finding a deal. But Figure Collections is a genetic freak and not normal. So you got a 25% at best at finding a deal with another toy store. Then you add more toy stores into the mix, your chances of grabbing a deal drastically go down. See, with 3 toy stores online, you got a 33 1/3 chance of finding a deal. But Figure Collections, FC, got a 66 2/3 chance of giving you a deal because other toy stores know they can't beat their prices, and they're not even going to try. So anyone who doesn't shop with Figure Collections, you take your 33 1/3 chance of finding a deal minus my 100% chance of giving you a deal on toys. You got a negative 8 1/3% chance of finding cheap figures with someone else. But then you take my 100% chance of a good deal. If you compare us 1-on-1 and then add 66 2/3%, you got 141 2/3 chance of grabbing a deal from Figure Collections. See, the numbers don't lie, and they spell a great deal on action figures for you from Figure Collections, figurecollections.com. Grab a deal now. The numbers don't lie. And of course, thanks to Jack over at Figure Collections for sponsoring the pod. Make sure you check them out. Now it's time to walk that toy aisle. We had a huge week this week. WWE reveals, new legends, Masters of the Universe, and basics. Let's get right into it, man. They posted them all on WWE.com. I know you jumped on with Phil Gentile on the Fig Cave podcast and discussed your thoughts on these. Let's start with the legends. We got Roddy Piper, Kevin Nash, Billy Gunn, and Junkyard Dog in this set. This is Legends Series 12. For me personally, I think Piper and Nash are the GOAT, like the two that I definitely need. I like what they're doing with the NWO and the DX paint over the packaging on the Legends here. But like, I don't need another Junkyard Dog. I like that he's a Chase. I like that it's a totally different figure. You know, he's in red or blue tights instead of white. Comes with that Harley Race crown. Hacksaw Jim, I think the Hacksaw Jim Duggan Retrofest had that same crown, and then of course the chain. Billy Gunn coming in the DX Invasion outfit. I like that it's soft goods. I like that you can take it off, and he's wearing his wrestling tights. I'm torn here with this whole DX Invasion set because the rumors are going around that we're going to get a China, an X-Pac, a Triple H, and a Road Dogg version of these. And I just don't know. I have a DX shelf, but I don't know if I need Invasion DX.
Yeah, because if you buy one,
gotta
buy them all, right? So then who's to say like people won't be like, oh, I get this vehicle, or maybe Mattel makes something that's like, here's a little tank / truck to put all these DX people in to kind of try to make that scene happen again in your display. So yeah, I mean, I think the winner of like the soft goods, I think overall in this set all look great.
Yep.
Because I'm not super happy with the face on Piper. I like the hair. I think the Nash is killer all around. Smart to make JYD the chase. And then, the Billy Gunn is really good and will look good with the rest. But like you said, you already have a DX shelf. So I guess it just depends on if you want these or if you want it just for the actual accessories.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people missed out on those Hall of Champion ones. Those were like the Target exclusives, and they were scarce. So
and this set seems, these 4, like, especially with Junkyard Dog being the chase, it's like, are you going to do what you did with this current set where DDP and Brutus aren't sold in stores, they're online only? Because I can't see you making somebody like Piper or Nash online only. So if you're going to have the chase, that almost has to be in the stores. And then, so
that's a good point.
Although to see what they do.
Although the Beefcake is the chase in the current series.
Oh, that's true.
That one's online only.
I keep forgetting there's 2 of him. Yeah.
Yeah. The Piper, the scan's a little off, but I always say, like, you can't really, I always say they always end up looking better than these pictures show.
Right.
But I did see, I forget who posted it, but somebody posted a picture of the maid from Brady Bunch, like next to Piper's scan, and it looks just like her. But I like the black hot rod shirt with, from like WrestleMania 8 or 9, whatever it was, when he wrestled Brett. Gonna get it looks like a soft goods kilt, because the last one that they made, the rubber kilt, was terrible. Like once you got it off, it wasn't going back on. And then the Nash, I'm down with definitely getting Piper and Nash. We'll see about Billy Gunn, and I'm definitely passing on JYD for
and hopefully the pre-orders for those will go up maybe during Comic-Con. That's in like 2-3 weeks, and you still got the that Savage series next. That hasn't gone up for pre-order yet, so or I mean that hasn't started to really pop up yet. So I think all that'll happen here in the next month or so.
Yeah, we should be getting more and more. Masters of the Universe, we're getting Bret Hart, JYD, Sergeant Slaughter, and Andre the Giant. This is a hard set for me to pass on. I've always been like, I'm going to get out of this line. And then like I grabbed the most recent Ultimate Warrior. I want the Hogan, even though it came with the ring. Like I just want the Hogan. Like I have the Macho Man, the first Macho Man. I have the Piper. Like they keep throwing these random ones out where I'm like, I guess I'll get that one. Sergeant Slaughter, actually the scan, I'm looking at it right now, looks really good. The scan on Slaughter looks really good.
The Andre scan is probably one of the best Andre scans I think I've seen. Like it's really good.
I didn't realize that until today. Somebody mentioned that. And it's like one in the comments on something, and it's one of the best scans of Andre.
And then his scale being larger than the rest, like that's the smart move. So I'm glad I got out of this series, because it was like I mentioned on the Fig Cave with Phil, like it was kind of the replacement for retros, and now that retros is coming back, I'm like, all right, sold all these off. They were hot. Especially around the holidays, so like the resale on them was ridiculous.
Some of the resale on
and this is like you're saying, individual figures. Some of them are $50 to $100. Like it's nuts what some of those early ones are going for. And now this is a really good set of 4. Like I like it being like 4 legends basically. So
yeah, I like that it seems like they're at least gonna keep this set legends. At least that's what it seems like. The Kane was going for a pretty penny on eBay, but it looks like it's calmed down a little bit. So
yeah, I've started to see him a little bit more. Him and the Warrior.
Yeah,
more like at first didn't see him at all. That Stephanie McMahon I didn't see at all, and now that she started to pop up in stores. So
I had the Kane in my hand in our vlog, the Live 8 vlog, and I ended up putting it back. But what else did we get? Oh, we got some basics. Who cares? It's Otis, Dexter Lumis, Braun Strowman, Bobby Lashley, and Jake Atlas. Did Jake Atlas get released?
No, I think he's still there.
He's still there. All right.
He's the chase, so that'll help sell those. That Chelsea Green chase is really good.
Oh, that's the same set, right? Yeah,
Is it the same set or the set before? They may have shown multiple sets of basics.
I think they did because I think Chelsea Green is 122.
Yeah, she's a chase too, but yeah, her scan is phenomenal, and they're going to sell a ton of her because of who she is and the Major Brothers and stuff like that. So, and it being the chase and her only figure we'll probably ever get. So.
Yeah, Matt Cardona said he ordered a case. I mean, I want to say he ordered like 100 of them.
Yeah, she's going to do appearances and signings. Like that's the thing people are going to want to get signed now. So and they're going to have to hunt down 2 different versions. So yeah, they're going to sell a shitload. Like they're going to look back at sales and be like, "Damn, we sold a lot of this figure." Yeah, I wonder why.
Maybe we should bring her back.
Maybe.
We also saw Elite 87. The big news for Elite 87 is it's going to have double jointed elbows. For more posability. We get Otis and Braun again. Otis comes with his Money in the Bank lunchbox. Braun comes with just a camouflage shirt and extra hands. Then we get Santos Escobar with the NXT Cruiserweight title, his mask version. We get Candice LeRae, and then you get Apollo, who is the chase. He comes in blue trunks or white trunks with the brand new U.S. title. I believe that's the first figure to come with the U.S. title. Yep. And you get the Barbarian. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I love that Escobar figure.
Yeah, that is a very, very cool figure. If I collected current stuff, I'd be all over that one. I almost said Barbarian, but we're getting Warlord. Vintage Warlord. Pretty excited about that one. That'll be the one I grabbed from that set. And then
fingers crossed we get a Barbarian because
I
want that Powers of Pain, that style instead of like the actual like
where he's wearing all the fuzzy stuff,
fur, and like he looks like an actual like caveman type thing. Yeah, I love the Powers and Pain in the makeup because it just reminds me of that Demolition, Legion of Doom type era where all those teams were very similar, but they were all powerhouses. So.
Yep. And then we get
that's a great figure.
A new Asuka as well. We haven't had a new Asuka in a long time, actually, and she looks really good too. Actually, even in the images here. Her scan is right on, tons of deco. She's toyetic as hell too, so she looks great. Barbarian looks good. Escobar looks good, even though they put in the picture the NXT title upside down. Candice LeRae, I think, is like an underrated fig in this set. Like I think she looks.
Her outfit and the jacket and stuff, all that stuff looks really good. She's very colorful, like the way she pops, especially that what is it, the Poison Pixie?
Yep,
like the villain version of her. Is a great character for TV, and it works in figure form. So,
and then we got that was it for that. We got a Triple H though released a little bit later on that day. The day that all these came out. I think it was Monday. We got a D-Generation X SummerSlam 09 GameStop exclusive Funko Pop. This is up for pre-order, I believe, right now at GameStop, or is it sold out? Or
the website it was up and then it went down, so I don't know if they hit like an allotment for the website, but the stores, as far as I know, is still up there, and they may put it back on the website.
Gotcha.
But, yeah, you always see an influx of, especially when it's exclusive like that, because I'm sure a lot of like smaller toy stores probably order 50 or 100 at a time, and that just cuts into what me and you could order from the website.
Right, gotcha. And then we also saw some Funko Pop pins for WWE. It was Macho Man, Ultimate Warrior, Ric Flair, and I forget who else. I'm trying to find it on Funko Pop News Instagram, but I don't have it. Do you remember who the other ones were?
What did you say? You said Flair,
Flair, Warrior, Macho.
Yeah, because there's a Macho and a Macho Chase. And I'm blanking on what the other one is. I feel like there was one more.
Flair, Iron Sheik.
Oh yeah. Oh, it is Iron Sheik. Yep, it's those 5.
Okay.
Two Savages, which obviously as a chase, it's random. So, but they look to be the full size pins because I didn't realize they did these pins a couple months ago, and they were like a mystery, like a blind bag, and they were like half that size. So people ordered them and got a bunch in the mail, and then they're actually smaller. But these are about like front to or top to bottom, about the size of a pop, maybe a little bit smaller. So
I said this in our group chat. Mike sent the link over, and I went on Walmart's site and I was like, nah, I'm not going to pay the $14.99 and then pay the shipping. And then somebody posted that they were on Amazon, and I grabbed it. I grabbed the Ric Flair off of Amazon. Yeah. So free shipping sold me on grabbing something I didn't think I needed. Yeah. That's the way it works in this life, isn't it?
Yeah, and then you got Kyle Peterson maybe on that Warrior by telling him the same thing.
Yeah, I think I got him on Twitter telling him that telling him what got me, and he goes, "Well, I guess I know what I have to do now." So
no Warrior left behind.
Yeah, that's right. The last thing for figure news this week is Cella Toys showed pictures of their Haystacks Calhoun retro figure. He's going to come in blue trunks and brown. This is a pass for me just because it's before my time. Like, I know who he is, but I don't remember like watching him. He's also going to have a soft goods removable sleeveless coat to be added. So I think it's cool that they're doing him. Just like not a niche I'm into. Just like I said, he's just before. I was actually looking at my collection today, and I'm like, I got a few elites from like guys who were before my time that I think I just need to get rid of, like Wendy Richter, Bruno Sammartino. Like, obviously they're huge names in the business, but like I never watched them wrestle. So I think I gotta make some cuts here. And I think Haystacks Calhoun is going to be a skip for me, but very cool looking. Our boy figure collection is going to have that. Now, you're a big retro guy. You jumping on this one, or are you skipping this one as well?
No, I'm skipping this one too. So like that's the good thing with the cello ones so far. Like the early ones, like Ethan Page and Blue Meanie and stuff like that. I was like, oh, those are passes for me. But then like the Hayabusa, the Dynamite Kid, the Bull Nakano, I was like, well, I have to have those. So yeah, Haystacks is a pass, even though it looks cool. I do know who he is, but like you said, that's really before my time and stuff. And then that kind of leads into the whole thing with Zombie, with his figures, like how some people are ordering certain ones. Like I ordered the whole set. I'm not even a big Sabu guy, but the fact you're getting a Sabu in a retro form, I'll grab it because I think there's going to be other ECW guys down the line at some point. Mm-hmm. And then he signed One Man Gang this week, so we're going to get a One Man Gang figure. Yep. Hopefully we'll see what's going to be in Series 2, maybe around Comic-Con, because that's when the Jeff Jarrett pre-order opens up, because that's a 2-week window Comic-Con exclusive event.
Oh shit! I didn't even know that. I didn't even realize
he kind of mentioned it, I guess, during the Major Brothers thing, but it kind of like skipped over that it's going to be during July, and you only have 2 weeks, which he already, I think maybe today was the last day to order the current.
Yep, July 2nd. Yep.
Okay, so it's about to end, yeah. So, and then he's going to open it up for international people and do that. So, it's good on him to do it that way. I mean, that way he doesn't overbuy figures and get stuck with a bunch, but I think they're going to be really hard to get when people, especially as the WWE retros hit again, when that next wave hits. I think there's going to be people who are like, man, I saw in a picture somebody had this really nice Sabu or Earl Hebner, and they won't be able to get them, or they'll have to overpay. So,
yeah, I grabbed the whole set as well, and I'm on the fence. I'm definitely going to unload Matt and Brian, but I am a little on the fence about Sabu. I can't make up my mind if I want to keep him or not. Yeah, I'll have to wait and see when I get them.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I kind of want to get them in hand and decide, like, and I have all the WWE retros on card and loose. I can't do that for these. I don't feel like it's the same.
Right.
And I'm also like on the fence of selling the on card ones right now, because that's a lot of money, and what I need to. And I'm never going to have them like on the wall displayed. They're going to go in a case like this, or build another case and have them all that way. But
right.
Yeah.
That's a badass case behind you, by the way.
It used to hold.
Did you steal that from GameStop?
It did. We closed the store like 10 years ago, and it's been in my garage. And I was like, I could use that for something. And I was gonna build something for all the retros and Hasbros, and I might still, but this was an easy solution for the time being.
Yeah, it looks great. It looks great. You guys have to check out the YouTube video of this episode to see Mike's display behind him. He's got the that display we were just talking about, Royal Rumble pinball, and the white winged eagle belt behind him. So looking good back there, man. We speaking of belts, before we jump off of wrestling here, the WCW US title is on WWE Shop. I just went on there randomly today just to see if there was like anything new that was worth talking about. And I don't even know what made me go to titles. Maybe it was like, oh, there's actually a picture of it on the main page right now. But I don't know. I think I just clicked on titles by accident, or just like putzing around. And the WCW United States belt is now on WWE Shop. I'm very tempted by this. It's $400.
Yeah.
But for interest-free payments of $99.99 through Klarna. But like it's everything on it is like it's not like the old WWF belts where like, you know, they have to change the logo or anything like that. Like this is
the WCW logo. Yeah.
Right. So if you're a belt guy, I might wait till a sale, but we'll see what happens. I don't have any other WCW belts except for like the big gold one, and that I have that signed by Flair. So this obviously would not fit anything else, but this is just one belt I have always loved, always. But this, I thought it was a kind of a, cool random find today on the on WWE Shop. So
yeah, I was kind of surprised when somebody said this is the first time they've had that belt, because it is one of the better WCW belts, and they used it after the invasion angle, I think, for a little while in WWE before they changed it to, at some point, Cena's spinner belt. And then there was the one with more of a flag on it. And now the current iteration, which I really like the current one. That,
it took me a little while, but I like it now. Yeah.
Yeah. It takes time to get used to, but when you really look at the details of like how like they engraved the words across it and the eagle and stuff, it's a nice change of pace. But yeah, that WCW one, the original, is a really, really nice belt. I like a lot of the WCW titles.
Yeah, and the only way to get that in figure form right now is that terrible Bret Hart and Goldberg 2-pack. Unfortunately. But all right, that's it for wrestling news for this week. We got those announcements on WWE.com, but we knew a lot of that stuff was coming. It was just a matter of them showing it off.
Yeah, I think they're just getting everything out of the way before Comic-Con.
Exactly. Going around today, people were getting an email from the Mattel Creations website saying that they're coming up with something new. Now, they did this last year. For some people, this was the only way to get the Mr. T San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. But it's like, you guys did this last year. What are you guys trying to do with this website? Are you trying to create something like Hasbro Pulse? Are you trying to create something with like Back the Barge? I think back the Bulge might have to be the name of this episode. Where there's a website where we can go on and like fund something like the Razor Crest or something that Hasbro's done. They're doing the Sentinel and stuff like that. Like, I would love that for WWE. I mean, this is of course including like Matchbox and the other stuff that has Mattel does, not just wrestling. But it would be nice if they figure out what the hell to do with this website. Mattel is weird with, like, they don't do anything with this website. They don't really have a social media presence ever. Like, usually if we're doing stuff with wrestling and social media, like I'm tagging like Steve Ozer, who's like their marketing guy, or Robert, who is like, he writes like the stuff on the back of the boxes. He's like a designer. Like, those guys are out there, but like Mattel as a whole is not out there in the social media world. And those guys have actually talked about it on the Major Brothers a few times about how, Mattel doesn't really have much out there. So hopefully they do something fun with this site.
Yeah, that's where I got that Mr. T figure, was from that website last year. And I think I ordered another one from Entertainment Earth, and then I think later I sold them to people in the group for retail, and I probably could have made double.
Yep.
Because that figure's become really hard to get now, which makes sense. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what they announce for this year, because there's a lot of stuff people think it's gonna be, and it's never what people think it's gonna be.
Right. I sold mine to DJ, and I kind of wish I didn't, but oh well. I sold it and then bought the 2-pack.
The 2-pack, yeah.
Piper.
Right.
All right, that's it for wrestling stuff. Moving right along here. Super 7. I'm not a Power Rangers fan, but Super 7 is making Power Ranger Ultimates. This is the same line I've talked about with the Ninja Turtles, where they like they're recreating the Playmates Ninja Turtles. They're doing Power Rangers. You're getting the Green Ranger, the Yellow Ranger, a Putty, Goldar, and then the whole like dinosaur all together. These are going to be amazing. From Super 7's Instagram, teenagers with attitude and the villains who hunt them have joined the Super 7 Ultimates party. These highly articulated deluxe 7-inch scale Ultimates action figures feature a variety of interchangeable parts and signature accessories, ready to reignite your childhood memories and send you back to Angel Grove. Check out the collection now at the link in our profile. So you can order, I think you can pre-order these now. I'm going to their profile and check and clicking on the link here just to make sure. Yeah, Wave 1 pre-order is up on Super 7's website right
What's the
now.
the price? Well, I guess if it's pre-order, what's the pricing on those?
$55 each, which is that's their standard.
That's about right. Yeah, okay. I just wondered with the Power Rangers being, especially like Godar and the dinosaurs being bigger, if they were going to try to charge a little bit higher
actually,
or something. So
that's a good call. The dinosaur Dinozord is same price, $55.
Oh, wow.
And so is Goldar.
So yeah, I mean, you'll get it in 2023.
Yep. Yeah, these things look amazing, man. Whole set's $275 on there, but these Ultimates are definitely worth it.
Yeah, I mean, it's like DJ talking about hot toys. Like, obviously, the toys are marketed towards kids, but this stuff's not. This is
right.
They're not even toys. They're adult collectibles. Like, they know what they're doing. They know who their audience is and the nostalgia and stuff. Like, you may not go to the store and buy the $12 Power Ranger like you might for your kid because you're like, this is what I liked when I was a kid. But you're not going to buy that. You're going to buy the $50 figure because it's just more detail and articulation and color and quality and shit like that. So
what's crazy is the Yellow Ranger and the Green Ranger. Like, looking at the website, the Yellow Ranger. Now, I watched when I was a kid, and I did not watch like past that. So, like, to me, the Yellow Ranger was an Asian girl. Yep. They've got the Asian girl's head, but then there's another girl's head, a black girl's head. So I don't know if that's like further along.
The Asian girl died in real life. Like, she was in like a car wreck. Yeah, I think she was in a car wreck early on. I only watched up until like, I feel like maybe the movie came out, and then that was past, because that's late into our childhood, almost teenage years, so it was almost too late for us. And it was like, for me, it came on after school. Like, it was on at like 3:00 in the afternoon. So, and yeah, I think they replaced her. I think the black girl replaced her as the yellow. So maybe that's why. And it'd be smart if you gave both heads so that you're not, hey, you got to buy this one. Oh, and 6 months later, we release a second version. Right. They give you the choice. So,
and the Green Ranger comes with Good Tommy and Evil Tommy for heads. So I'm just reading this here real quick.
It'd be a hard show to go back and try to rewatch because it's just so campy, so over the top, and the effects. And they did that on like Netflix. I think it maybe the Toys That Made Us or one of those series. It's how bad that show really was if you go back and watch it.
My kid watches like the new incarnations of them. Like, he's watching some dinosaur one right now. It's Trini Kwan was the Asian girl, and Aisha Campbell is the African American girl. So and Super 7 smart, man, too. They're like, Wave 1 is not going to be, all 4 of the colored Ranger, red, blue, pink,
of course,
or all 5. They give you 2, and then they give you a bunch of other stuff like they do with the Ninja Turtles.
I was about to say, they did that with Turtles, right?
Yep. So you have to keep buying them so that you can get all 4 turtles. They're smart.
Yeah, I still haven't bought anything from Super 7. Like, I mean, I have like stuff that's made by them, but not of these kind of figures. Like, I'll pick something up and not even realize it's Super 7 because it's not like the super detailed figures.
Yep.
But I do want that Casey Jones when it eventually hits. I don't want to order something that's 2 years away from coming out, probably.
I pre-order and then I forget about it.
When people start getting them, then I'll want it. And they'll be like, oh, there's no more available.
Right. That happened with my wave 2 of the Turtles, the Ultimate Turtles. I got an email. I was like, shit, I don't even remember ordering this. And then I had to go on like Entertainment Earth or wherever I ordered them from and like check all my pre-orders to make sure I knew what was going on.
Yeah.
But all right. Power Rangers. And then we got Jurassic Park Transformers. You sent this over to me, actually. This thing is badass. What kills it for me, I understand. We talked about this. What kills it for me, I understand why it's priced what it's priced at, but it's like it was $110 on Amazon, but you're getting the Jurassic Park Ford Explorer and a T-Rex that both transform into Transformers. Super cool set, super cool idea. Just way out of my price range for something like I'm not going to start. I have like I have one Jurassic Park item in my collection, and I think it's going to stay that way. I mean, you guys saw in the vlog, I was like tempted by the 6-inch figures that are out now, and I just can't. I get that you're getting 2 Transformers. It's a lot of bread. If I see this somewhere, it says it's an Amazon exclusive right now, but if it ends up popping up for like cheap on Black Friday or something like that, I might snag it. But right now at $110, easy pass for me.
Yeah, I mean, it's smart for them to do it in the double pack like that and say, hey, you're getting 2 for the price of this. But if they had just sold the Ford Explorer or whatever by itself, because it's just that iconic green and yellow truck.
I would have bought that.
Yeah, because it's just like having the Ecto 1 or the DeLorean and stuff like that. But they've also they did the Top Gun Maverick airplane, but those didn't go over as well as the other ones. And then the X-Men plane, that also didn't go over as well. So, but you got a new Jurassic Park movie coming, so it might be smart to kind of have this kind of inner market at the same time. So
right.
Yeah, it's a cool crossover, but it's expensive at the same time.
Right. And then the last thing is we got some new Ninja Turtle news. We got more cartoon turtles coming. One more for right now, based on the classic 1980s Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cartoon series. After being accidentally exposed to radioactive ooze for ordinary, you guys already know that. Chrome Dome is coming. Move over, Krang. Chrome Dome is now the largest figure in the TMNT Toon line. Standing at almost 10 inches tall, Shredder's personal robot is built for battle, equipped with a computer, swords, and sheaths, a blaster, and 5 interchangeable hands. Not many would stand to face Chrome Dome. Comes with ultimate style packaging to resemble classic VHS artwork, estimated in Walmart's mid-August. So this thing is badass. It's on our Instagram. They show him towering over Shredder, like how much bigger he is than Shredder. It's pretty cool. Every time I say I'm out on these, man, they pull me right back in. I remember this guy, which is surprising because one of the last ones they came out with, I was like, I don't remember that guy at all from the cartoon, so I passed on it. But this guy I remember, and I can't wait to get my hands on this. You're not into the Turtles, right?
Not the cartoons, and I skipped the video game. I'm sticking with the movies. I mean, as much as even going down to ordering the Danny from the Loot Crate. Now we've got this 2-pack with Splinter's Master and pre-Shredder, and I hate that they're Walmart exclusive. Like I'll eventually hopefully run into it, not have to overpay for it, or NECA will put it up after it's been out for a while and I'll be able to snag it. But yeah, I'm gonna stick with the movies for now, but I love the scale of this one. Like and then it's gonna be another Walmart exclusive. I almost wonder with it being that large, if it will be in like a big box or if it's gonna be one of those ones you have to put together. So you'll have to take it out of the box.
Yeah, and with NECA, you got to be careful with some of that stuff because they're very fragile. Very fragile.
Yeah. So and as much as NECA's been talking about dropping a lot of turtles this year, we've had some, but not nearly to what I thought we might get. So I'm wondering if the second half of the year, or they're going to just drop like a bomb on all of us during Comic-Con and be like, here's this, like the Spirit of Splinter type thing, like a figure like that of somebody that just makes you have to immediately spend your money, like Ernie Reyes Jr. or somebody from the movie Vanilla Ice, maybe.
Yeah,
like something that's movie iconic, but enough that you can limit it and maybe not everybody will buy it.
Yeah, they tweeted out that somebody tweeted them about whether they were going to have a Comic-Con exclusive, and they replied with, "Oh yes, biggest one yet, 4 figures and loads of accessories, including some large ones."
See, and that's why I didn't get into the Turtles video games, because the first 2 sets was the 4 Turtles, and then they did Shredder and the Foot Clan, and they were like the 8-bit style, and that like that like 2-foot long box that opened up and looked like a cutscene from the game. They were Comic-Con only. They sold out immediately. I was like, well, I'm not overpaying for these. And that was before they started selling them individually or for the Turtles in Time spinoff and stuff like that. So hopefully it's something that's not impossible to get. Like even if it's a 2-week window or a 1-week window, as long as everyone has an opportunity,
right?
Like it's like the loot crate. Like people, I hate I have to overpay for these figures. They gave you the opportunity to order it,
right?
And you waited or you hesitated and were like, I'll worry about it later. And then when it sells out, it sells out.
It did sell out. Like they gave you that 2-week window for the loot crate, and then
They
was
did,
like 2 weeks or till it sells out.
Right, and people just assumed it wouldn't sell out.
Right. Charles Andrew loves to remind me because friend of the show, he waited and waited and waited and then didn't get it. So he was like, I thought you told me I had till this date. I'm like, yeah, or till it sold out.
Well, Charles, Danny is staying with me, but the rest will be for sale. So hit me up.
I think that's all he wanted as well. Was
that sucks. Whoops! I think it only let me order one. I think it was a limit this time.
Yep. All right, we're right into weekly purchases already, man. We're flying through here. I actually don't have a lot. Do you have anything for weekly purchases?
No, I mean nothing. I don't think anything wrestling related really. No, like the Rock Entertainment Earth Pop came out this week. I always order 2 because my brother collects all of them, so I grab them for him just to get usually the free shipping, and then I grab the extra one. And I already have a Rock Pop, and I'm probably going to thin a lot of those out pretty soon. So the only other thing I bought this week was the Mario Golf for the Switch.
Ooh,
just another video game I don't have time to play, but it was new, so I had to pick it up.
For me, I actually didn't have a big week either. I got Lex Luger and Crush Hasbros. Actually, I think I got Crush last week. I got Lex Luger this week. I got to give a shout out here. I haven't put him on my figures yet, but Mike, I don't have his last name, but his Instagram is Figs and Pinball for figures and sales and stuff. His personal is M Canas, Canas 22. He is making chains to go on the Ultimate Edition figures. So he sent me I ordered a gold one. He sent me a gold and a silver. I haven't put them on my Ultimate yet, but I'm gonna and see what it looks like.
Is that the guy I tagged you in?
I don't remember.
Maybe. Yeah, you'll have to send me the his Instagram. Just it's Figs and Pinball.
Figs, the letter N, Pinball.
Okay, yeah, I mean that's right up my alley. So
I was gonna say, yeah, that's perfect for you. And then I got the Lex Luger Hasbro chain for Stone Cold, and then I've talked about it on here before. Haven't talked about it in a long time actually, but I collect vinyl, and I got Noel Gallagher. Oasis is actually one of my favorite bands ever, like one of my top 5 favorite bands. And they split up obviously, and they each did their own thing. And Noel Gallagher has a band called the High Flying Birds. They've been out for 10 years already. They put out a greatest hits. So I grabbed that on vinyl. So other than that though, that's really it for this week. Bought some other stuff, but not collectible stuff. So yeah, that's it for weekly purchases. That's it for Walk That Toy Aisle. And I think we're going to have a collapsible segment here of Falls Count Anywhere. I think we're going to talk. Well, yeah, you know what? Let's move into Falls Count Anywhere here real quick, because there is one thing that I would love to talk to you about. All right. Falls Count Anywhere is a part of the show where we talk about whatever the hell we want. Usually video games, real sports, pop culture. It's usually all over the place. You sent to us that GTA 6 is finally coming in 2025.
I mean, that's the rumored date, but I mean, is it out of the realm to still be 3 or 4 years out? Sure, why not?
Right? I'm just shocked that there's I don't know why. For me though, it was like seeing this date was like, man, that seems like so far away, but they're basically building a brand new game for the next generation consoles. So
yeah, I mean,
it makes
gives them
sense.
plenty of time to figure out how to make it run at the full strength of the console. I honestly don't think it's that far off. It's probably more like 2023, maybe 2024. I mean, regardless of when they announce a date, I don't think any GTA has ever came out on the announced release date. They always get delayed. Like, we get shirts at work from Rockstar. Almost every video game they've ever put out always has the wrong date because it gets changed like anywhere from 6 months to a month away. Like the last Red Dead, it was like about to come out, and they're like, yeah, it's been delayed for 6 months. You're like, son of a bitch. And then you have a t-shirt on it or a polo that has a date on it. Like,
when'd you guys get your Cyberpunk shirts?
Yeah, those got delayed too. So yep, same thing. So I mean, this is obviously GTA 6, in all honesty, is probably the biggest video game of all time, at least for like what currently it is. And it's not going to come out for like PS4, Xbox One. It's going to be a PC, a PS5, a Series X only thing. So you got to give plenty of time for people to own those systems or to find one. So that's why I think it's not going to be obviously this year. It's not going to be next year. So I think fall 2023. It could be spring 2024. 2025 just seems so far away for something like that. But they're going to have to hype it up, and they have to make sure it's what they're promising. And I think they're going to be able to do stuff with that game that is just like not even imaginable currently. So
yeah. And they're making so much money still off of 5 with all the online stuff that we've talked about numerous times.
And Sony has a press conference. I don't think they put out an official date. I want to say it's supposed to be, if they don't change it, like the 8th, 9th, 10th, somewhere around there. And the rumor is they're going to show what Grand Theft Auto looks like running on PS5. And then it'll end up releasing later this year. There's been a lot of talk that PlayStation might get something exclusive for it for this year, and then it'll be later for Xbox. But I don't know if that's like the game itself, if that's the multiplayer,
right?
Some kind of specialty thing. So yeah, I mean, it's too big of a game to rush out. And like you said, they're still making money off the old one, and they're about to make that money again when it comes out to the new consoles.
Yep.
So why not?
It's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, I've said it 100 times on here. Like, do that with a lot of other games. Do that with the sports games. Like, just like make me pay $30. Give me the updated roster and stadiums and jerseys and stuff, and go from there. But yeah, that's really all I had for Falls Count Anywhere. We can do what you're watching if you want. I finally watched the China documentary last night, and oh my god. I mean, I knew it was going to be like sad. I knew there was going to be people taking advantage of her in it. Like, you just kind of got that vibe. I didn't really know. I didn't even know she went to Japan. I didn't know she wrestled in New Japan. I thought she fell off the face of the earth for a little while and then, came back. But like, you just kind of see how scummy the people that were around her were. And very sad. If you haven't watched it yet, definitely check it out.
Yeah, definitely. I have not watched it yet. I saw that both parts are up on maybe like Vice's YouTube page. And I think even some of the Facebook pages have posted the whole videos in 2 separate parts. So I will definitely get around to it. But yeah, just sad to see. I mean, I get kind of like what happened with her. Kind of, I don't want to compare it to like Tammy Sitch with like the adult stuff and jail and the drugs and all that stuff. But I mean, sad for both of them and for everybody that's kind of part of her life and stuff like that. Like, it's part of the story, but like, to just expose somebody to that degree, tear people down that aren't around to defend themselves anymore. Like, it's bad enough what they did on the Savage documentary, and I've heard this one is quite worse. So
yeah, it's tough. It's a tough watch, but I enjoyed it. Like, I shouldn't say I enjoyed it. It was a great watch. It was a tough watch, but it was also a great watch. That's what I'm trying to say.
Well, I mean, that stuff's always interesting. It's just, can you, like DJ said, he watched it with his daughter, and it's like, she doesn't know that China's not around anymore. So somebody to have to see that with like fresh eyes, because for a lot of it, it's like, oh, we know this, we know what's coming with Warrior, we know what's coming with Savage, but it just kind of depends on what kind of light they put on it, like how bad they tear somebody down or so sad at the same time, but I'm definitely gonna try to get to it this week.
Last night I had nothing to do, and it was so weird to not have a million things to do. So I literally I sat down on the couch at 7. I watched that, and then I watched the Dynamite Kid, Dark Side of the Ring. I watched another Dark Side of the Ring. I can't remember which one I watched though. I might have rewatched one that I had already seen, and then I watched WWF Superstars on Peacock and fell asleep to that.
Yeah, there's hockey tonight, but you're down to the finals, and it's teams for the most part we don't care about.
Yeah, so I just want Montreal to lose. That's
yeah. At this point, you might as well have back-to-back wins for Tampa Bay. So
yeah, Tampa won it tonight. Yep.
Yeah. So they're up 2-0 and then headed on the road. So same thing. I sit down, I watched A Quiet Place 2. It might still be in theaters now. It's streaming on Paramount Plus. That's not where I watched it, but that's streaming now. And I don't know if you've seen the original. I like those kind of movies, monster movies, and that one's cool just because there's it's a lot of sound effects. There's very little dialogue in the movie. This one definitely had more than the first one, but it's kind of all about not making noise and stuff because that's how these monsters work. So really enjoyed that. And then if you're an NBA fan, all the parts of the TNT Inside the NBA documentary are all out now.
Oh,
so they did. Yeah, it's really well done. They're about an hour and a half a piece, but they did a separate one for Kenny, Charles, Shaq, and Ernie. And then I think the Shaq one just hit maybe Sunday or earlier this week. So all of it's out now. I don't know where you can watch that if you didn't watch it when it was on TV, maybe on the TNT app or on demand, maybe now that they're all out. So that's really good because honestly, it's the best. I think it's the best show on TV for sports wise. It's better than anything Sports Center. It's probably better than I like Around the Horn and I like PTI and stuff like that. But just the rapport and the family feel that those guys have with each other.
Mm-hmm.
It's better than watching some of the NBA games. So obviously, if you're an NBA fan, there's a lot more to it. If you're not, it's still great to watch. You don't really even have to love basketball to watch those guys because they just shoot the shit with each other. It's like us talking about wrestling. We could do it all day long, but it's you like to rib each other and have fun, but at the same time, you still are there to talk about other things outside of sports. So
for sure. The Mike Tyson documentary, I think, is having a new episode as well. Okay. I feel like I saw a commercial for that. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I
feel like I saw a commercial.
Yeah, I didn't start that yet because I recorded the first one and then the second one played, and I was like, is there going to be more of these? How many are they breaking it up into? So I was going to kind of want to wait till they were all done. Yeah, I did see the Icon Lex Luger thing drops on Peacock on Sunday.
Yep.
Which makes sense being the 4th of July. Which is weird that you're dropping that one when you still haven't put out that British Bulldog one. It was supposed to be part of the first season and it never happened. So
right. They've all been really good. Even the Beth Phoenix one was really good.
Right. Yeah. You learn a lot about stuff you may not, especially somebody like that you don't know a lot about. So
right.
But yeah, I enjoyed the Yokozuna one, and I'm not an RVD fan, but his was good too. So yeah, the Luger one will be good. I'm really waiting for the Bulldog one because I was a big British Bulldogs fan growing up.
Yeah, it should be. I would think it would be soon, but
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they don't kind of base it around SummerSlam because just
right
highlight of his career. But it was weird that they promoted it back during the Hall of Fame and stuff, and then delayed it. So
right. All right, Mike, that's it for this week, man. Time to wrap things up here. We want to give a shout out to the Fig Cave podcast. You can hear Mike give all more insight on the figs that were announced this week. Phil's got a fantasy football episode coming out as well, or it's already out. Not too early to talk about fantasy football. Also, you still got that deal over at Collar and Elbow where you put in Cave and you can save yourself 10%. Don't forget to hit up Figure Collections, buy, sell, trade toys. Hit up Kenny's show, The Call Up. He's got Bill Alfonso On from ECW this week. Great listen. Great watch. If you watch it on YouTube, you can actually see Kenny yelling at his kids too in the middle of it. Silently yelling at them. He's like swatting them with like a fly swatter or something. But yeah, good stuff there. He's gonna have, oh man, who is his next guest? He just posted it. Now I can't remember. Is it Kyle O'Reilly?
Kyle O'Reilly.
Kyle O'Reilly is gonna be his next guest. So make sure you're subscribed to his show. We got the WrestleGeddon podcast. Check them out. Coming down the aisle. Turnbuckle Tavern. We are talking about doing a debate show with them. Me and DJ each doing an episode with the guys from Turnbuckle Tavern. We mentioned buy, sell, trade toys, but if you buy something from them, use the code RUN10 for 10% off. You can also hit up Keystone Collectibles on Instagram and use the code RUN10 for 10% off there. Heroes Hideout. Run space in for 10% off there. Our YouTube is youtube.com/The Running Podcast. Pro Wrestling Tees. Remember, there is a sale, 20% off now through Monday. 20% off on the Running Podcast merch and any other merch you're buying from Pro Wrestling Tees. It's prowrestlingtees.com/runninpod. 2 brand new shirts on there. You can follow on Twitter at Running Podcast. Instagram is at The Running Pod. You can also go to runinpod.com. My Twitter is at Tommy Paradise. So is my Instagram. It's PAIRODICE. Mike, you got anything you want to pimp out?
Never do. So just I'll obviously follow everything the Run-In does, the Call Up, the Fig Cave, join the Facebook group. A lot going on over there. Come buy some magazines I'm trying to get rid of. They're on the Fig Cave right now.
That's right. Grab those. They're awesome. You sent me some of those magazines, man, and I get so nostalgic looking at those magazines. It's awesome.
Yeah,
awesome.
Phil wanted some, and I found them, and I'm like, it's not the whole year. I was like, it's the one year Phil wants is the one that I don't have the whole year.
Oh.
I was like, I'll just cut you a deal on these, and then you can find the rest yourself.
Yep. All right, man. Thanks for jumping on here and filling in for DJ this week, man. Appreciate it.
No problem. DJ's down there drinking fruity drinks with little umbrellas in them in Mexico. So
hopefully he comes back.
That's true. And the Clippers are on the brink of losing. So DJ's about to be really happy that that secondary LA team is going to be out of the NBA playoffs.
Oh yeah, he hates them like I hate the Canadians.
Oh yeah, nobody likes the Clippers.
All right, guys, this has been another episode of the Run-In Podcast. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to subscribe, review, all that stuff. Mash the like button, mash the subscribe button over there on YouTube, and write us a review on Apple Podcasts. And keep spreading the word. Thank you guys for listening.